Coffee break with me. Woo! Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. How are you today? I'm doing this. When I was little, my mom was like, all right, everyone take a picture. Daniela, don't do this. Oh my gosh. I still remember I used to hate smiling because of my gummy smile. And when I started my YouTube channel, that was the #1 comment that I would get. I can't watch your videos because of your gummy smile. Like, it makes me nauseous. It makes me want to punch a puppy. It makes me want to like punch you in the face. It makes, like, people would get so angry because I smile like this. And now I'm like, I can't really help it. It's kind of like just a reaction. And isn't a smile or a laugh like a reaction, right? Like, it's not planned. So that's just what normally happens. Anyway, how are you guys? So today we're doing a get ready with me, and I wanted to place emphasis on the Urban Decay Backtalk palette because I vlog on the weekends, you guys know this, and in my previous vlog I did 2 different looks using this palette, none of which did I document. A lot of you guys are like, we need to know the haps on this palette. Like, you can't just be rocking a pretty eye look and then not let us know your thoughts. So we're gonna use this palette, but a week ago I went to Credo and I got a lot of stuff. And I'm dying to film a haul, but I want to use some of the stuff because you guys know I don't like to do a haul where I'm like, and this is pretty, and this is shiny, and this smells good. I want to be like, yo, I got this foundation and I'm returning it because it sucks. You know what I mean? Like, I need some feedback. So if you're not familiar, Credo is a luxury green beauty store. So it's like a Sephora for luxury green products. So everything is ridiculously expensive, but it's supposed to be better for you. I just thought, you know what? It's time to like dip your toes into some green beauty products, and there's a Credo really close to my house, so I thought we would check it out. I went into Credo for one thing, an RMS luminizer quad. That's it. That's what I went in there for, and I ended up bringing home all this stuff. I do remember though, there was a couple of face things that I wanted to use. This is a deodorant, so that's not what we're looking for. So I dove into my Credo tote and I realized that I actually have a few foundation type products. The first one is the Vapor Organic Beauty Atmosphere Luminous Foundation. Then I also have the Suntegrity 5-in-1 Natural Moisturizing Face Sunscreen. This is a tinted sunscreen. I really liked it in store when I tried it, but I think this might be good for like days where I don't want to do all makeup. I just really want to do sunscreen with an evening of the skin tone. And then Josh, hi Josh. Josh is actually the like advisor on the Well People brand at Credo at Legacy West, and he said that I needed to try the BioTint Multi-Action Face Moisturizer with a satin finish. So it's called a face moisturizer, which makes me a little nervous because I feel like maybe the coverage might be not so good. But if it's a face moisturizer, do I still have to prime or do I just go straight in with this? Now this product has 30 SPF. It has organic coconut, algae complex, broccoli seed oil, biopeptides, and has a natural sheer tint. It's also non-GMO, gluten-free, natural, cruelty-free, and made with sustainable energy. All right, well people, check you out. So this is a premium plant-based formula that hydrates, brightens, firms, corrects, and protects. Wow, I should have gotten a concealer. I did get a concealer. Okay, so Miss Wendy and I were debating on which color was more appropriate for me. She said I should get 33. I think I wanted to get 22, which I think I'm kind of glad I didn't listen to myself. She said I should get this color. So I don't know if this one would be good for the under eye, but I guess we're gonna find out together. So this is from RMS Beauty. I discovered RMS Beauty, and I'm not putting on primer right now, although I probably should. Okay, let's just do it. I discovered RMS Beauty by, I think it was Beautylish. So Beautylish does this lucky bag once a year where they just put a bunch of luxury products in a box. You pay a flat fee and it's like a steal, but it's kind of like a lottery. You don't know what products you're gonna get. So I tried that one year for my channel. This was years ago. And I got a luminizer from RMS Beauty, totally fell in love with it, but I didn't think anything of it. I wasn't like on this green beauty. I didn't know anything about green beauty. So I'm gonna go in with the Uncover Up in 33. I didn't know anything about green beauty, and I got my luminizer in there. And now the whole reason why I went to, so it's not very thick coverage, and it is a really emollient product. How does it look? Actually, it's very brightening. Look at that. Up close, it's not that interesting, but once you apply it and I look at myself, that's really cool. And like I told you guys in a haul video that I did recently, I don't use a filter on the camera that I use to film my beauty content. My Sony, the one that I use to vlog, that camera has softening skin feature, like a softening skin feature where it takes certain areas of the face like this, this, and this, and it blurs it. Other than that, nothing else. Like, so if it face detects, it'll blur. This camera is a Nikon, and it's, I don't know, like 10 years old. It doesn't even have like a little monitor on the back, you know, like a little flip thing. What is it called? The viewfinder? That's why I have to use this monitor that you always see me staring at. What do we think? I kind of like it. Okay, now I'm really glad I got this color because it's still kind of light, you see? Now that I'm tan. A lot of you guys also mentioned that. Even my best friend Sam was like, I didn't realize how pale you actually looked and borderline sickly until I saw your old vlog versus your new vlog. So if you're unfamiliar, I do weekend vlogs where I just document like the random stuff I get into. And you can see kind of the progression of my skin tone change after I got the iron infusions. It's really interesting how that works. I was like, wow, did I have any blood? Something to get used to with green beauty products is they don't have added perfumes, you know, added fragrance. If they do have fragrance, it's naturally derived. This doesn't have any fragrance at all, so you're gonna get that, like, I call it the shelf smell. It doesn't smell good, but it doesn't smell awful either. So I don't know. Anyway, now let's go in with a face product. So I'm torn between the Well People Bio Tint and the, oh, this is a stick foundation. That's right. 125. Let's see if this is even my color. Looks a little dark. Let's see. That's like super creamy. Holy moly. Speaking of fragrance, this has a very strong scent to it. I can't tell if it's like lavender, tea tree. Since I already read you all the details about the Well People one, let's just go in with that one. Hopefully it's the right shade. If not, then we'll go back to the stick foundation. So this is a medium. Hey, look, that looks like it goes really well. Okay, so we're gonna go in with the Bio Tint from Well People that Josh hooked us up with. I'm hoping it's kind of like the It Cosmetics CC cream, but it's a lightweight sheer tint, right? So I think at best, it'll probably just even out my skin tone. So let's see. This is a medium. I think it might be too dark, you guys. Look at that. Let's just do a really good job blending it out and pray that it doesn't oxidize. I don't have oily skin, so products hardly ever oxidize on my skin. You guys, I had to bring you in. This product is so good. Oh my God. Look at how my skin looks. This is better than the It Cosmetics CC cream, which you guys know I already love. Oh my gosh. I hope it's not better than my Urban Decay One and Done, because then I'll totally feel like I'm betraying literally like my best friend. Wow. Oh my gosh, this isn't sheer at all. Like, at all. There's nothing sheer about this suckerito. It's probably like a medium buildable coverage. This is actually a product recommendation from Josh. He said this is literally like the best Well People product. No kidding. I don't know how it's gonna wear. I mean, it might be like falling off my face later, but for now, upon first impression, this is incredible. Like, this is absolutely incredible. It's the perfect amount of coverage. You can still see my freckles. It's not hard matte. It's a really like healthy satin / dewy finish. It's even covering my mustache. Like, I mean, it's always a good day at Coffee Break with Dani when you can hide the mustache. It's definitely buildable. Wow. Josh, high five, man. This is awesome. I wonder how many shades they have. So Well People Bio Tint. I'm in the shade medium. Hopefully it's not gonna oxidize. But yeah, so far, looking good, my friends, looking good. Okay, I think I'm gonna try and put on a little bit more concealer. Do you think that will backfire? It might, right? Like it'll just get creasy. Creasy, like creases, not greasy. It might get greasy actually. Okay, now I need a set with a powder, and I'm curious, I kind of want to try that W3ll powder again, but it doesn't seem like a really good healthy choice, right? Considering I'm trying to use Green Beauty right now. So I'm a little torn. I think Cover FX might be a good option. I haven't used it in a while, so maybe we'll go in with, yeah, look at this concealer. It's really glossy. I mean, it's shiny. Wow, that's a shiny concealer. So it's definitely one of those products that the coverage that you see upon initial application is the coverage you're gonna get. Any more that you put on is not gonna provide additional coverage. It's just gonna provide additional product. So it might totally backfire in the long run, especially if you don't hold on to products very long, cream products. So I'm gonna have to set with like cement powder. I'm gonna go in with Cover FX, what is it called? Perfect Setting Powder under the eyes. I haven't used this one in a while. I don't even know. It was one of my favorites for a few months after NARS. Yeah, it's pretty. Okay, cool. Look at that. Nice. Giving me a little white cast vibes, but you guys know I always go in heavy on the eyes because I put on way too much eyeshadow, and then I kind of fluff it off at the end. All right, so I'm gonna go in with the W3ll powder. A lot of you guys said that it was blurring my face. A lot of you also said that it gave me a white cast, so it's a toss-up. I'm like, I'm feeling a little gambly today. How about like a blurry white cast? I'll take that too. Why the excessive powder? You guys, when you see the look that I want to do, you're gonna understand. I'm probably gonna make a complete mess on my face, but we're gonna do brows first. And I've actually been trying out the new brow pencils from The Balm. Holy natural brows, you guys. So what I do is I'll use the light brown and the blonde together, and I could totally go ham sandwich on my brows and it doesn't give me Groucho brows. Y'all know I don't have self-control, so if I go in with a pencil that's too dark, Groucho status in like 2 seconds flat. So what I do is I go in with the Ferocious brow pencil in light brown from The Balm, and I do the same thing that I do every time that I do my brows. Is I go on the bottom part, I do like the bottom outline and the tail, and these are really creamy pencils. Like these are pencils that you're gonna use up pretty quickly if you fill in your entire brow. They're soft. They do last on the skin. They don't smear away very easy. Like I've rubbed my face before and they don't just completely come off like some soft pencils. But they are soft, so a really light stroke is enough to get product on there, and you don't want to release too much of the tip of the pencil because the tip will break off. So I just do the bottom outline and then the tail of my brow like that, and then I'm gonna go in with the blonde pencil, and with this one, it's such a light blonde, you can barely see it. I'm gonna go in, I'm going in with really hard strokes at the front of my brow right now, and you can't really see it. You see what I'm saying? And so what I feel like it does is it allows you that comfort to, you know, learn how to do your brows without being a little too harsh. It also gives a more soft brow look at the front, so it's not going to give you that like blocky or squareness at the beginning, and it's so much easier to blend. You blend from the bottom to the top. So I'm going to take the spoolie and I will brush out or comb out my brow, and I'll carry the light brown shade towards the top, and so it'll kind of blend the two colors together. Okay, now go in with your spoolie The spoolie on those is not very good, by the way. Go with your spoolie, and so we'll go from the bottom of the brow and brush up. I'm not too crazy over here on this side because I want the tail to be pretty dark. And then we'll do the same thing on this side. And then I just go in with a clear brow gel. I used to use a tinted brow gel, like a light brown or even like a taupey brow gel. But ever since I dyed my hair, it just makes my brows a lot darker. And even though I do like darker brows, I don't also want to make them too dark. You know what I mean? So with a tinted brow gel, it just stacks on the color and it becomes too much. All right, so I've used the Backtalk palette several times already. I think I've done 3 or 4 different looks. Now, I was on the Sephora site the other day doing my due diligence and research. Don't judge me. And I saw them do a post and I just absolutely fell in love with it. So I think what they do is they stream in certain Instagram posts that use specific hashtags or something. And so, I don't know, long story short, I stumbled upon this beautiful girl here. How amazing is that look? And I was like, I can try and do that look, because you guys know, I'll try and copy looks from sun up to sunset and they're never gonna look the same. So I wanna use it as inspiration. However, I do feel hopeful because on here, it literally says what she used. So I'm like, challenge accepted. So we're gonna do it together. So I guess we'll start with 3 sheets on the brow bone. So 3 sheets, I'm guessing, is the very first color. That's this one right here. So 3 sheets on the brow bone. Let me bring you guys in closer. Now you guys get to see my face in all its unfiltered glory. Giant shader brush, 3 sheets, brow bone. So we're doing this. I'm gonna try and research who this beautiful girl is so that I can give her credit in the description box below. So 3 sheets will go on the brow bone. This is like a really soft, pale, super pale pink. Then she has, what does it say? Attitude and Backtalk in the crease. Attitude and Backtalk are these 2 shades right there. The one in my middle finger is matte. It's like a matte mauvey rose or dusty rose. And then Attitude is like a pinkish garnet. So I'm guessing Backtalk would probably be more so the transition shade. And then Attitude would be in the actual crease, a little bit blown out. You can't really tell that her crease is, you know, shimmery or metallic at all. So I'm pretty sure she just did a really great job at blending. Now I'm going to take a smaller blending brush and the shade Attitude. I'm a little nervous, you guys. Okay, so we're taking that. You guys, it's gonna end up all over my face. And that's gonna be the crease color. I love the confidence I have in myself. You know what? I don't have confidence issues, but when it comes to makeup, I'm like, meh, whatever. It's gonna suck. I can fix it. You know, it's kind of like when you cook, right? So when I was in culinary school, it was very well known. Like, you're either a baker or you're a savory chef. You can't be both. And if you're both, then it's awesome, you know, but it's super rare. And so the thing is, it's more of like a personality or character trait thing. So with savory cooking, if you mess up, no one needs to know. You know, unless you burn something, everything is fixable. Everything is salvageable, right? So like, you overcook your chicken, hey, throw some sauce on it. Oh, maybe if something's like super salty, just add more broth or some velouté or, you know, some consomme, just dilute it, start again, you know, or take some of it out and then water down your product. There's ways to cheat. With baking, it's all formula. It has to be exact. There is no way to save when you're baking. There's just no way. It's super precise. And I don't have the patience for that. I told you guys in a video, I was like, I am infinitely patient with children and animals. With grown-ups or things that require some sort of grown-up maturity, like baking, waiting on my iron infusions to work. healing, things like that. I'm very, very impatient. So I guess that's kind of where my attitude with makeup comes from, is like, okay, well, I'm being honest with you by telling you I'm trying to attempt this look, but at the end of the day, if it doesn't pull through, I could always like throw some liner, put on some lashes, or put in a pop of color and just go a completely different route. You know, it's not one of those things where I just have to like wash my face and start all over. As bad as it is, it's never that bad. Okay, it says that she has shade on the lid, but her lid looks really dark. I mean, like super dark. I almost don't want to believe that's what's on her lid. So this is shade, and I've tried to use shade before, and it's kind of hard to build up as dark as she has it. I feel almost like I should put like a base, like an eyeshadow cream base. Should I do that and just be like, F that? We're going off the plan. I'm gonna go in with Burnished Bronze. It's a caviar stick from Laura Mercier. I don't have the exact color that I'm going for, but I did a little experiment on my hand and I think this might work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pop this all over the lid, and then I'm going to put shade on top of it. The problem with this caviar stick, which by the way, there are no problems with the Laura Mercier caviar sticks. If you don't have any, go buy yourself one. And if you don't know what color to get, you need this one. This is Burnished Bronze, I think it's called. Burnished Bronze? Yeah, Burnished Bronze is the best one of all of them. Really important step, use a synthetic brush to brush out this cream product. Make sure you don't have any harsh lines before it actually locks onto the lid. It'll save you a lot of harsh blending and sore eyelids, let me tell you. Do the same thing on the opposite side. Go in with your synthetic brush. Try to stay on the lid, but kind of blur the edge of the actual eyeshadow stick. Then we're gonna go in with our favorite Zoeva brush. This is the 234. And we're going to take that color Shade, that's this beautiful color right there, and that's gonna go on top of that caviar stick. Oh, hello. That looks exactly like what the girl has. Holy moly, I'm so proud of myself, you guys. Let me just have this moment for a second. Let me just enjoy it. I'm so excited. I wanted it to be more of like a purpley fuchsia, and I was scared that it might be too dark. It's just dark enough. Not to mention that this brush will completely change your makeup game. I know I talked about it a lot in a video, and a lot of people were like, okay, Dani, it's really not that serious. It's just a brush. Like, how good can it be? I can't tell you how many comments you guys have left me saying, holy moly, I've never in my life used a shader brush that performed as good as this one. I'm telling you guys, it's like 1,000 little hands that grab onto the shadow and place it perfectly without destroying everything else on your face. Like, it grabs onto shadow really well. Go in with your smaller blending brush again and the shade Attitude, and we're going to kind of run these together, blend them out. I have a feeling this is not gonna look at all like the post I showed you guys, but I also have a feeling I'm gonna like it. That's all that matters, right, you guys? And the last move is one last blending with our big fluffy blending brush. If you think it's like, oh, it's a little too blown out, I like to blow out a lot of my looks just because I have the space. You don't have to, you know, you don't have to carry the color so high, but I feel like my eyes open wide so much that I lose a lot of space. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna maximize my real estate space, blend it out as far as I can take it. Okay, now I'm going to dust off all the excess powder with a lot of eyeshadow that fell. And then we'll do the inner corner, because I believe she's wearing a shade on the inner corner and then something on the lower lash line. So it says that she's using Curve on the inner corner. That's this color right there. That seems a little dark, but you know what? If that's what it says, we're doing it. What does it say on the lower lash line though? 180 on the lower lash line. Oh, really? Holy moly, that's pretty dark. All right, so let's do it. We're doing this. We're all in, you guys. We are all in. If you're wondering, this is a 772 from W3ll Tools. I don't think this is really doing much for anything, right? It's not that brightening. But we're following it. We're following it, you guys. And then 180 on the lower lash line. That makes me a little nervous because that's this color right here. The darkest one in the palette. This is Sigma E55. And we're doing it. We're going in. All right, not so bad. I feel like we need another color below it. Something a little pinker. Might work out. Huh, look at that. Nice. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take Party Foul, that's the highlighter in this palette, and try and put some of that on the inner corner. I feel like that might be a little bit more brightening as opposed to the one we used, which was, what was it, Curve? Yeah, Curve. Curve is a little too dark for my complexion. It doesn't really show up. So the whole point of putting something here is so that it, you know, brightens up the eye look a little bit or opens it up. So this one's good. This one needs a little bit more. Was it this one or this one? This one, right? Yeah, this one. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna do mascara off camera and I'll be right back and we'll do eyeliner and then the rest of the face. Okay, so while my mascara sets, I'm going to do my face. And since we are using the Backtalk palette, I thought we would use the Urban Decay Naked Skin Shapeshifter palette just for the bronzer that's in here, or the contour powder. So I'm gonna go in with the lighter shade and the contour brush from Real Techniques. And just with a gentle tap, I'm going to apply that as my contour powder as opposed to bronzer. The powder in this palette is very soft and very pigmented, so you don't need very much to get, you know, the full effect of what you want. Then we're gonna do cheeks or blush, and I think that they mention in here Party Foul highlighter on cheeks and a little on the nose, and then, oh, Cheap Shot blush on the cheeks. Cheap Shot. So which is that one? Oh wow, it's this like darker one. I wouldn't have expected that. All right, we're doing it. If that's what Sephora says, that's what we're doing. A lot of you guys ask about this brush. This is MAC 127. The handle is just a pretty color because it was from the limited edition Alluring Aquatics collection. But they still have the 127, just not with the pretty handle. Wow, that blush is really pretty. Man, all right, we're doing it. It's definitely pigmented. It's sure making an impression. I'm a little apprehensive when it comes down to like berry tone blushes because for some reason, I don't know if it's my skin tone or my undertone or my heavy hand, but berry tone blushes tend to look a little bruisey on my skin, and they're not my favorite. So right now on camera it looks pretty good, but when I look around or when I look back to like actual just regular lighting in my reflection, it looks a little bruisey. So I don't know if I should just blend it out and try a different shade or just pretend I don't realize that it looks bruisey. What I think I'm gonna do is I'll carry Double Take up a little higher. That's the pinker shade. And bring it to the apples. So apples and then up closer up here. Then I'm gonna use a stipple brush like this one. This is from Laura Mercier to just kind of diffuse some of this bruisey action happening. Take the same blush brush, just give it a little quick dust off or clean up. And then I'm going to take the color Low Key, that's this peachy highlight, and just kind of arbitrarily apply that on top of the blush. So instead of a matte cheek, I want it to be more of like a shimmery blush tone. And then I think I'll just lay off the highlighter on this section, and I'll just do highlighter on my nose. So I'll go in with Party Foul and my ring finger. Okay, I think that's good, right? And then we'll move on to lips. Obviously for lips, I'm just gonna do Backtalk. Backtalk Comfort Matte from Urban Decay, just straight on the lips. Since it's a comfort matte, I'm not even gonna bother with a lip liner. The formula is so soft and creamy and pigmented, but it's also long lasting and it's perfect for defining your lips. It feels almost like a really soft or buttery lip liner. You guys, we totally forgot eyeliner. I was like, why do my eyes look a little, you know, like, I don't know what that means, but you know what I mean. So just take any brown liner and we are going to tightline and waterline. And you guys know, the only reason I do this is because I feel like it makes my eyelashes look better. No real other purpose other than that. It just makes it look, I feel like they look fuller, better, more fake. Faker. My bad. Yeah, so just go in with a brown liner and we'll do the tight line and the waterline. And because we did a dark brown on the lower lash line, you don't even have to be too careful. You can just be a little crazy. Smudge some on the lower lash line. It won't matter. So do you guys see the difference? I feel like it's really important to actually see the difference, because if I tell you, oh, tight line and waterline, and believe me, it'll make your lashes look better. So this one has no liner. This eye has liner in the tight line and the waterline. So you can tell from one eye to the next, one eye is a lot more dramatic. It makes the whites of your eyes look brighter. I don't know, it just makes such a big difference. Plus it makes your eye look a little sexier, like when you do this. Well, not that eye, because it didn't have, you know what I'm saying. All right, guys, this completes this look for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you take anything away from this video, please, upon my recommendation, check out the Well People BioTint Multi-Action Face Moisturizer. This stuff is kind of awesome. I'm definitely gonna do a review on it so that I can actually get into it, why it's good, why this brand is awesome, etc., etc., etc. Also, look out for my luxury green beauty haul. If it's already live on my channel, I will have it linked in the description box below. Now, if you want my thoughts on the Backtalk palette, I think I might actually do a worth the hype video on it, because it's kind of one of those things where it's cool, but is it really necessary? I don't know. I kind of like it, but you guys know I'm a fan of Urban Decay products, eyeshadow products, face products. Cheek products, not so much. So I feel like this is kind of one of those palettes that's like half of it is wasted a little bit. Okay, maybe I'm being a little harsh. Anyway, all the stuff that I used in this video will be listed in the description box below. I love you so much, and you know what to do. If you found this video useful, entertaining, and learned something, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this coffee break is over. Bye, guys. Really? Seriously? Seriously? Again? Like, is this like your thing now? Like, is this, we're just gonna do the outros together? All right, so do you wanna talk about something? What do you wanna talk about? What do you wanna say, little Falcor? Look at that little paw. Do you guys see the little paw? What do you wanna tell your followers? Do you wanna say thank you for being so kind to you? Do you wanna say thank you for loving me and supporting me? And watching me on Insta stories, even though I just yell at my mom and I'm kind of rude sometimes, rude and sassy. Oh, okay. Oh, look, how cute is that? Mama and baby. I hope you know how much I love you. Yes, I do. I love you, my baby girl. I'm gonna take care of you forever.